Hey guys, welcome back to another Think with Zykoma. I actually found a decent opponent in realistic box fights, and so I thought this was a great opportunity for me to make a video where you guys can learn from, especially with the new season's weapon. Right here, I have HP advantage. I'm trying to pressure and try to get in, honestly, because I'm winning by a lot. The biggest thing I have to worry about here is him going for counter damage like this. Honestly, that was really obvious, so I gotta be careful. Now I'm losing. It's very, very difficult for me to actually win this at this point. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to not run into your builds. Let's go out this way. Try to pre-fire. The wall is weak. At least I can pop 2 minis and then maybe I can work from there. I know the opponent's low too. Kind of tough. Gotta get out of here. I want to get back into my old builds, okay? Okay, this is a good fight though. Okay, I meant to edit the left wall, but honestly, it just came down to aim at that point. You notice when I'm taking a left-hand peek, I like to hug the wall as much as possible and then swing. And honestly, it makes it much more difficult for the right-hand peeker to get a good shot. Something you can implement into your own games. This opponent is great, guys. Really, really good opponent. And I think we can learn a lot from trying to fight someone that's actually really challenging. It's not common and creative to find someone that's challenging, which I really like. I like finding challenging people. That's where you learn. So that was a really dumb edit by them. And we'll just win. So couple tips there. If someone's threatening to like maybe run in on you, just cross your place and then reset. That pattern's really, really powerful. And then also don't be afraid to test whether they're holding a wall by just spraying once. I don't mean by one bullet, just try to break the wall once and see how they react, because sometimes you'll get a couple bullets through the wall because they're not holding. So that's something you can look for. I don't know why that keeps happening. I accidentally opened my emotes for some reason. 30. I don't like the position at all, so I'm just gonna try to get out. Let's see what they do. They're gonna box underneath me probably. Yeah. The best part about realistic box fights is when it's an even match, usually people like to continue. If you're like rolling them, or you know it's too hard, maybe the opponent's getting a little bit bored. When the skill levels are a little bit even and it's a nice fight, they tend to stay a long time. So I highly recommend this map, guys. I'm sure you guys have heard of it already. Raiders, it's a very, very good map. So see what we can do. That's a good edit and very, very nice peek. He's patient there. He could have went for that peek a little bit faster, but I think he saw that I was crossing. You see how patient we're playing? We're not trying to run into anyone's builds. Let's see what he does here. Oh, give a nice round peek there. This is really... I mean, he's following box fighting fundamentals, which is really, really nice to see. I'm very happy that that's the case. If I had a bullet there, that was a hard shot for sure. He made a slight mistake, and I think I could have punished him. I mean, this is what box fighting is, honestly. So whenever it's an equal stalemate peak like this, whoever jumps first loses, right? That's something I'll talk into more depth later, but try not to jump first when it's a stalemate there. Try to bait this guy. 39. How to be careful of the pre-fire here. So when you can see them trying to pre-fire you, see what happens here. Oh, he almost killed me there, I'm not gonna lie. Probably gonna do a little hop there. This is a good box fight. It's quality, man. Props to this guy, whoever he is, man. If you ever watch this video, you're playing super well. You're playing really, really well. And it's good practice. I really like it. A lot of you guys watching might see this as, oh my god, like cringe box fight just sitting behind peanut butter. That's not really. It's really, really good practice, believe it or not. Like, what do you think the wager kids back in the day, when they're playing box fight, what do you think they're doing? It's this, right? beautiful by him. Honestly, his only play at that point when he got stuck in the box accidentally, honestly, you deserve to dance. That was very well played. Essentially, when he got trapped in the box accidentally, he did the exact thing that he needed to do, which was like flip the cone, turn around, and try to just go in. It's his only play, right? A lot of people, when they get into that sort of situation, they play really slowly. And in my personal opinion, when you're in that sort of do or die situation, you need to attempt something. Have the guts to go for something, right? Going for something is usually better than going for nothing, okay? And that is a really, really good mentality to be in, like in terms of Fortnite. Don't try to play it like chess. If you have a 20% chance to win a fight, and there's no improvement to be made in terms of the plays or the options that you have, take the 20% instead of being scared to take the 20% just because it's like that. Okay, well this has no basis. Like, I don't know why he's doing this. You're gonna jump in here. Oh, that was interesting. You didn't try to jump in. Okay, that was a little fancy by him, unnecessarily fancy. I think he had opportunities to win. If he didn't get pre-fired, I think that was his fight. He was absolutely doing really, really good. Also, the replace is super, super smart. Like, essentially, I read that he was going to jump in, right? And so then he didn't jump in. A little bit of a mind game, but super nice. This super quality. Oh, if I just edited that. Like, sometimes piece control and editing like that is super crucial. And just because I messed it up is quite literally the reason I joined the fight sooner. Tricks like that are never going to work. Try not to surprise your opponent. Really try to play fundamentally. Things that will work even if your opponent is Booga. That's what you want to do. Peeks is a really good way to do that. Like, if he did that combined with a proper peek, I don't see why he wouldn't succeed, right? So in this case, don't jump. Let him jump first. Let's see what he does. Okay, and then reset makes the wall weak. And then I just get a bunch of free damage. Unfortunately, I have to reload because the rapid fire is not that good. I'm going to try to heal here. I got a good amount of damage on them. And let's just see what ends up happening here. So I'm gonna pop. We just pop 3, whatever. No, I was so close to the wall that I couldn't place it. Okay, he's solo. Wow. No heals, really. I didn't keep track of the damage there. I must have done a lot. In that case, this is a weird situation. He was really, really low. Agreed. And so if you don't have heals, waiting for your opponent to heal up and then slowly take the fight on their terms is not a good idea. In my personal opinion, he should have just pushed with 30 HP because he has no other option. The fight doesn't get better. So pushing with 30 HP to deny me of heals is a good idea if he doesn't have heals left. So that's something that I think would be a good option. This video is going to be great. Thanks to this guy. Shout out this guy. His name is, what is his name? Braden. Braden. Shout out to you, man. I really think a lot of people will learn from this video, so that's really good. Okay, that was a bad move by him. If I just piece control properly, I think that was definitely not a good idea. See what ends up happening. I think he's gonna try to surprise me. Yeah, I just need to reload fast. Okay, he has a lot of boxes, so I'm definitely up on mats, right? You get a lot of free damage. Good on him for trying to get out quickly. I can phase through here. He's gonna phase, right? No. He tried to do something. At least he attempted a right hand peek. In my personal opinion, I don't know how many mats Braden has, but if Braden had mats, the correct way would just be getting out. Okay, next fight. Okay, too much editing from Braden. That was a good play. Like, oh, top, all the tops. I should just play to heal here. Some counter damage. That was really predictable. Let's see what they do. Yeah, his right hand peeked all the way through. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna work. Try not to run out towards someone who has a wall. Like, that's only going to work against players that don't necessarily know what they're doing. Try to sort of have a reason for why you're doing things that you're doing. Oftentimes that's not necessarily a peek, that's sort of like a Hail Mary tilted play. It's not going to work against a good player. And so really remember something. This is how bad habits are created. If you play Soul Arena and you're running against like really, really bad players, you'll start to realize that some plays that you do that are not known to be good work against bad players. And so try not to sort of reinforce your habits off of the things that work on bad players. So, you know, good peaks, good spacing between you and your opponent, diagonal box fighting, these fundamental concepts will work on good players as long as they're executed properly. Believe it or not, peaks are super, super important to mechanically execute well. It's not just about the macro or the idea or the theory. You need to be positioned properly. You need to be clicking your shotgun as soon as you're exposed. You need to be timing everything properly. Maybe you have a reset right after your shot. All of these are super, super important. And you can see examples of this in the box fights today. I really hope you guys learned something today. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like below, comment below, ask me any questions you guys want in terms of fighting. I will hopefully read it and answer it and help you guys out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching again. I will see you guys in the next one.